Hey folks, it's Mike from Grab a Stack of Rock, and I just got in the mail, well, actually by courier because it came from Amazon. I just got the new Tim Durling book. It's called Let It Be Your Guide, the Kansas album review. So it's kind of similar in concept to his last book, the Y&D album review. I am proud to say that I have contributed to this book. I covered 3 albums in this book, and let's have a look at it. I ordered it this morning and it arrived this afternoon. You can get it on your local Amazon. Here it is. Look at that artwork. That artwork is, of course, by Matt Phillips, and he has discussed on his Facebook how he made this. It's quite extensive, the amount of work that he had to put into it. But here it is. Go North Design. Tim's Vinyl Confessions presents Let It Be Your Guide, the Kansas album review. Stunning artwork. Now, what do you get inside? Well, let's have a look here. You get Mike Ladano. Who's that? Scott Lade, Lori Lawson, Pontus Norsehammer, Pete Pardo. I know him. Stephen Reed. Somebody named Jex Russell. Eric Savio, Steve Smits, John T. Snow, I've heard of him, Brendan Snyder, Jeff Wagner, William Walker, John Wetmore, Jeff Witcher, John Alapek, I hope I'm saying all these names right, Grant Arthur, we all know Grant Arthur, Nathan Bowdry, Daniel Bosch, Darcy Briggs, a.k.a. Darcy Scott, Ches Cetra, Johnny Klauser, a.k.a. Johnny Metal, Denise De La Cerda, Nick Doriso, John Elefante, Todd Evans, good old Toddy, Steve Fleck, Chad Green, and Peter Jones. So there are some pretty cool names in there. I recognize about half of those names. John Elefante, that's a big deal. It's a big deal. Anyway, I am in 3 chapters here. Tim allowed me to do 2 of the Steve Morse albums, or I should say the 2 Steve Morse albums, Power and In the Spirit of Things. And you'll just have to buy the damn thing if you want to know what I had to say, or if you want to know what other chapter I was in. But here it is. It's beautiful. It's a stunning design. Again, Matt, amazing job. Here's an inner page here. Kansas Power. Again, that's one of the albums that I contributed to because, again, I'm such a Steve Morse fan. And speaking of Steve Morse, I may be working on something with Peter Kerr from Rock Daydream Nation, having to do with Steve Morse. But I'll just read you an excerpt here. 3 years between albums is speedy these days, but in the 1980s, it was an eternity to be out of the scene that long. In the case of Kansas, however, it might have just been the right thing. When Silhouettes in Disguise comes out of the speaker, it just slams. And then this is what I wrote in response to Tim's introduction there. Does it ever, in a way that Steve Morse riffs don't always punch. It does kind of remind me of the first time I heard Vavoom, Ted the Mechanic by Deep Purple. The first few seconds is just pure guitar nirvana to me. I love hearing Steve play like that. You could almost call it heavy metal if not for the smooth vocals by Steve Walsh. The guitar has a teeth-gnashing sound that I just adore. Teeth gnashing, I like that. The tempo is also a huge factor in the speaker slamming here. Rarely a bad idea to start an album with an up-tempo number like this. Phil Ehart throws in some interesting rhythmic choices, and Steve just shreds to the end. The extended fade-out was a bit odd, though. There you go. So that's what I had to say about Silhouettes in Disguise. And that's a taste of what you will get in this book. You will get Tim asking some intriguing questions, giving us some important history, and then letting us tell him what we think. So there you go. Kansas, Let It Be Your Guide. The album review by Tim Durling from Tim's Vinyl Confessions. You can get it on your local Amazon. Just look up Tim Durling. I think this was the #1 music book in Canada this week on Amazon. Something like that. Not bad. Congratulations, Tim. This will be coming with me to the cottage next weekend, where I'll be reading it on the front porch. Anyway, I'm going to go grab some dinner. You guys have an awesome weekend. Oh, we have comments. Let's check out the comments. Yo ma, says Davy Cretin. The dreaded, shredded, and unleaded Davy Cretin in the house. We have Ashley Geisler. Is it, did I say it right? Geisler? Good morning in Australia. Davey ordered his and received it on Thursday. Excellent. Secret hit. Yes, I should mention that. I'm not a Kansas aficionado like these guys. So, like, I'm not going to get all the references, but I think there's something like 9 references. Hidden secret messages. I'm having trouble speaking tonight because I haven't eaten and I haven't had my coffee yet. You know what, Ashley? I'm kind of in the exact same place as you. Tim himself is here tonight. Anyway, I'm new to Kansas, and Tim was kind enough to let me talk about the Steve Morse albums. And I'm sorry that I ignored all these comments. You teeth gnashes, you. Number 1 today, anyway. Well, isn't that good enough? You have a number 1, Tim. You have a number 1 book. Ashley Geisler. Thank you. Ashley Geisler from Australia, who has been a recent supporter here. And you have yours. You pronounced my surname correct. I'm so happy I did that. We're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. No, we are not. Number 1, Mazel Tov. Yes. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go get some dinner, as I mentioned earlier. I'm going to go drink some coffee. And next weekend, we'll be coming to you live from the cottage, 3:00 p.m. Friday afternoon with Angie Moon and her book, Crime of the Century. But today we're talking about Durling. It's all about, this is his 3rd book, by the way, and 3rd that I'm in. So I'm very, very happy. Very, very happy to be a part of this. And have a great day, my friend. Take care, everyone. Have a great night. Again, get it on your local Amazon. If you have a problem, just send me a message. I'll help you out.